Have you ever wondered why so many Americans try to eat healthy, yet still end up battling fatigue, high blood pressure, or even early signs of heart disease? What if I told you that the vegetables you thought were helping, you could actually be flooding your body with sugar, pesticides, and hidden compounds that silently damage your liver, your kidneys, and even your immune system? This isn't just about food choices. It's about survival, because ignoring the truth could shave years, sometimes decades, off your life. I'm Dr. Mark Ellis, and I've spent decades watching patients struggle, thinking they were doing the right thing, only to realize they had been misled by catchy health slogans and glossy food marketing. The truth is sobering. You can lose 90% of your kidney function, suffer massive inflammation in your gut, or weaken your heart muscle long before a single symptom appears. By the time the warning signs show up, the damage may already be advanced. But here's the good news. Nature has already given us powerful weapons, hidden in plain sight, sitting right on the shelves of your local grocery store. And if you know how to choose the right ones, you can turn every meal into a line of defense against disease, restoring your body's balance, protecting your organs, and fueling your energy like never before. In today's video, I'll reveal the 10 healthiest vegetables that science has proven to cleanse your body, protect your heart, heal your liver, and keep you strong as you age. And I'll show you not just why they matter, but how to eat them in a way that maximizes their healing power. Stay with me until the very end, because once you discover the #1 vegetable on this list, you'll understand why I call it nature's most perfect creation. Let's start with one of the most powerful natural medicines, hiding right in your kitchen: garlic. For thousands of years, it's been called nature's antibiotic. But this isn't just folk wisdom, it's backed by science. Garlic is loaded with a compound called allicin, the very thing that gives garlic its sharp smell and fiery taste. Allicin isn't just flavor, it's a weapon. It kills harmful bacteria, fights viruses, reduces inflammation, and even helps thin your blood to keep your heart strong. I remember one of my patients, John, a 62-year-old retired firefighter. He used to joke that he could fight flames, but not the constant colds that knocked him down every winter. After adding just 2 cloves of fresh garlic a day to his meals, he noticed something remarkable: fewer sick days, lower blood pressure, and more energy. He told me, "Dr. Ellis, I haven't felt this strong in years, and all I did was listen to my wife and eat more garlic." Stories like his remind us that sometimes the simplest solutions are hiding in plain sight, and the research agrees. A large study published in the Journal of Nutrition found that regular garlic consumption lowered the risk of heart disease by nearly 20%, and another trial showed it reduced common cold frequency by over 60% compared to people who didn't eat it. That's not a minor benefit, that's life-changing. The best way: mix raw and cooked garlic. Raw garlic preserves allicin's punch, while cooked garlic lets you eat more without overwhelming your taste buds. Yes, garlic might leave you with strong breath or body odor, but ask yourself, would you rather smell a little or stay sick a lot? Because when used daily, garlic isn't just seasoning, it's protection. But only knowing garlic's power is not enough, because the very next food in this list carries another hidden secret that most people completely overlook, and it could be the missing piece in your fight against silent inflammation. If garlic is the warrior that shields your immune system, then onion is its loyal partner, fighting right alongside it. They belong to the same powerful family, loaded with sulfur compounds and antioxidants that your body desperately needs to clean out toxins. But onion brings something special. It's one of the richest sources of cysteine, a building block your body uses to create glutathione, known as the master antioxidant. Without glutathione, your cells are left defenseless against stress, pollution, and aging. I'll never forget Maria, a 59-year-old school teacher who came to me complaining about constant bloating and fatigue. She thought she had a sensitive stomach. We discovered she was barely eating onions because she hated the aftertaste. Once she started slowly adding cooked onions into soups and stir-fries, her digestion improved, her energy came back, and her skin even looked clearer. Her exact words were, "Dr. Ellis, I had no idea something so simple could make me feel this alive again." And the data is just as compelling. Research published in the British Journal of Nutrition shows that onions can lower blood sugar, improve cholesterol profiles, and even reduce blood pressure in people with metabolic syndrome. In fact, eating just 1 medium onion a day has been linked to a 15% reduction in heart disease risk factors. That's not marketing, that's hard science. Of course, there's a catch. Onions are higher in carbs than garlic, about 7 grams per 100 grams, and they contain FODMAPs, a type of carbohydrate that can trigger bloating if you have gut imbalances like SIBO. But here's the solution. Cooking onions, or soaking them, can reduce these compounds, making them gentler on your stomach, while still delivering their full nutritional firepower. So yes, garlic and onion together form an unbeatable duo for your health. But just knowing their benefits isn't enough, because the next vegetable on this list doesn't just protect your liver, it may hold the key to preventing cancer itself. And that's something you cannot afford to miss. Now, if garlic and onion are the frontline defenders, Brussels sprouts are like the deep cleaning crew for your body. These tiny green powerhouses belong to the cruciferous family, the same family as broccoli and cabbage. And they're famous for their ability to support liver detox and protect your DNA from damage. What makes them unique is a compound called kaempferol, an antioxidant, so strong it has been studied for its potential to fight cancer cells, reduce inflammation, and even protect brain function as you age. I once worked with a man named Robert, a 65-year-old retired carpenter. He used to say he hated Brussels sprouts because they reminded him of overcooked bitter school lunches. But when his daughter roasted them in olive oil with garlic and a sprinkle of sea salt, everything changed. He started eating them twice a week, and within months his cholesterol dropped, his waistline slimmed, and he told me, "Doc, I finally feel like my body's working with me, not against me." Sometimes it's not about the food itself, it's about how you prepare it. The science is clear. A study from the Journal of Nutrition and Cancer showed that cruciferous vegetables like Brussels sprouts could reduce the risk of certain cancers by up to 30% when eaten regularly. They're also packed with vitamin C, vitamin K, and fiber nutrients your body uses daily to repair, recover, and rebuild. With only 43 calories per cup, you can eat a generous portion without worrying about weight gain. So don't underestimate these little green gems. When cooked right, they're not only delicious, but a secret weapon for longevity. But just knowing that Brussels sprouts can help detox your body isn't enough, because the next vegetable on this list doesn't just protect it, fuels your body with a burst of antioxidants that could literally slow down the aging process. And trust me, you'll want to hear this one. From the bitterness of Brussels sprouts, let's move to something far more familiar and refreshing: tomatoes. Bright, juicy, and versatile tomatoes are more than just a salad garnish or a pizza topping. They are one of the richest sources of lycopene, a powerful antioxidant that has been linked to protecting your heart, improving skin health, and even lowering the risk of certain cancers. Lycopene doesn't just fight damage, it helps slow down the very process of aging at the cellular level. Take Evelyn, a 70-year-old grandmother I once worked with. She grew up eating tomatoes straight from her family's garden, but later in life, processed foods replaced fresh produce. Her blood pressure climbed, her skin dulled, and she often felt drained. When she returned to the habit of eating fresh tomatoes daily, sometimes sliced with a little olive oil, sometimes as part of a hearty stew, her numbers improved. Her doctor reduced her medication, and she said, "Dr. Ellis, I finally see my face glowing again." That's the quiet power of consistent nutrition. And science confirms this glow isn't just cosmetic. A meta-analysis published in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition revealed that people with higher lycopene levels had a 26% lower risk of cardiovascular disease. Plus, tomatoes are rich in lutein, another antioxidant that supports eye health, and they provide vitamin C, potassium, and folate. Cooked tomatoes, especially in sauces, actually increase lycopene bioavailability, meaning your body absorbs more of it when tomatoes are heated. So whether raw, roasted, or stewed, tomatoes are a foundation of longevity. They're easy, affordable, and available year-round, exactly the kind of food that can sneak protective power into your everyday meals. But enjoying their benefits is just one piece of the puzzle, because the next vegetable on our list may look humble, yet it holds a hidden ability to cleanse your gut, fuel your immune system, and fight disease in ways most people completely ignore. And that, my friends, is where the story gets even more surprising. After the sweetness of tomatoes, let's move to one of the most underrated superfoods on the planet: cabbage. It's humble, inexpensive, and often overlooked, yet it carries extraordinary power for your health. Cabbage belongs to the cruciferous family, the same detoxifying group as broccoli and Brussels sprouts, and it's especially rich in vitamin C and phytonutrients that cleanse your liver, reduce inflammation, and boost your immune system. In fact, gram for gram cabbage can rival oranges when it comes to vitamin C, but without the sugar spike that puts stress on your body. I remember a story about Harold, a 61-year-old truck driver who used to grab fast food every day on the road. He laughed when I first suggested cabbage, saying, "Doc, that's rabbit food." But when his wife started packing shredded cabbage salads with vinegar and olive oil in his lunchbox, something remarkable happened. His digestion improved, his constant bloating disappeared, and he even shed 12 pounds in 3 months without trying. His exact words still ring in my ears: "I never thought cheap food could save my life." And the numbers prove it. A study in the Journal of Clinical Nutrition showed that people who regularly consumed cruciferous vegetables like cabbage had up to a 22% lower risk of heart disease. Fermented cabbage, better known as sauerkraut, takes it a step further, feeding your gut with probiotics and creating a healthier microbiome, which is linked not just to better digestion, but also stronger immunity and even improved mood. So don't dismiss this modest vegetable. Whether raw, steamed, or fermented cabbage is one of the simplest ways to supercharge your health while barely spending a dime. But knowing this is only half the story, because the next vegetable doesn't just nourish your cells, it's packed with a fiery burst of antioxidants that might actually shield your body from silent damage happening every single day, and you won't want to miss it. From the earthy crunch of cabbage, let's turn to one of the most colorful and exciting vegetables you'll ever put on your plate: bell peppers. Red, yellow, orange, or green, they aren't just eye candy for your salad bowl. They're vitamin powerhouses. In fact, bell peppers contain more vitamin C per serving than oranges, and with only 3 to 4 grams of net carbs per 100 grams, they deliver immunity and skin-boosting power without flooding your body with sugar. One of my patients, Linda, a 66-year-old grandmother, once told me she hated swallowing vitamin pills but wanted her immune system strong enough to keep up with her grandkids. I suggested she snack on raw bell pepper slices with hummus in the afternoons. Within weeks, her energy shot up, her skin looked brighter, and she proudly said, "Dr. Ellis, this feels like the fountain of youth in a vegetable." Her story isn't unique. Sometimes the best supplement is simply real food in its natural form. Science agrees. A study published in the European Journal of Clinical Nutrition revealed that diets rich in vitamin C-dense foods like bell peppers significantly reduce inflammation markers in older adults. And because bell peppers are also packed with carotenoids such as beta-carotene and lutein, they help protect your vision, lower your risk of chronic disease, and even support collagen production for healthier joints and skin. Best of all, they're versatile. Eat them raw, saute them in stir-fries, or roast them until they're sweet and smoky. The benefits remain. So next time you think of grabbing an orange for vitamin C, remember, a crisp bell pepper might do even more for your health, with less sugar and more color on your plate. But as powerful as they are, peppers are just the beginning, because the next vegetable on our list is even more surprising. It's creamy, versatile, and has become the secret weapon of the low-carb world. And what it does for your kidneys and heart might shock you. If bell peppers bring color and sweetness, cauliflower brings versatility and quiet strength. At first glance, it looks plain, just a white, unassuming vegetable. But don't be fooled. Cauliflower has become a superstar in recent years because it's not only packed with nutrients, it's also one of the most adaptable foods you can put in your kitchen. With only about 3 grams of net carbs per 100 grams, cauliflower is rich in potassium, vitamin C, and fiber, making it one of the best low-carb power foods for your heart, kidneys, and overall metabolism. I think of Charles, a 72-year-old retired Navy officer who loved mashed potatoes but struggled with rising blood sugar. His daughter introduced him to cauliflower mash, and he was skeptical at first. But after a single bite, he admitted, "Doc, I can't even tell the difference." Months later, his A1C dropped, his blood pressure stabilized, and he'd lost 14 pounds without feeling deprived. That's the beauty of cauliflower. It satisfies comfort food cravings while actually protecting your health. And the science backs this up. A study published in the British Journal of Nutrition found that cruciferous vegetables like cauliflower could significantly reduce markers of inflammation and lower the risk of cardiovascular disease. Because it's rich in antioxidants, such as glucosinolates and isothiocyanates, cauliflower helps the liver break down toxins and supports detox pathways that keep your blood clean. And unlike starchy alternatives, it won't overload your system with glucose. But here's the catch. Many so-called cauliflower products on supermarket shelves are misleading. Frozen pizza crusts or rice packs labeled made with cauliflower often contain 80–90% refined starches. So read the fine print. True cauliflower is simple, whole, and incredibly powerful when prepared at home. So while cauliflower might look bland, it's actually a nutritional chameleon that can transform your meals and your health. But don't get too comfortable yet, because the next vegetable on our list doesn't just fight disease, it builds resilience in every cell of your body, and it could redefine what you thought food could do. If cauliflower is the quiet workhorse, then broccoli is the bold champion of the cruciferous family. Bright green, easy to prepare, and loaded with nutrients, broccoli is one of the most studied vegetables in the world, and for good reason. It's brimming with vitamin K, vitamin C, fiber, potassium, and folate, but its true power lies in compounds called sulforaphanes, which activate detox enzymes in your body and may even help repair damaged cells before they turn cancerous. I remember Patricia, a 68-year-old retired nurse, who told me she was tired of feeling sluggish despite eating what she thought was a healthy diet. We added just 2 servings of steamed broccoli per week. Within a couple of months, she called me excited, saying, "Dr. Ellis, I don't feel heavy anymore. My digestion feels smoother, and my energy has finally come back." It wasn't a magic pill. It was broccoli doing exactly what nature designed it to do: cleanse, restore, and protect. The research is undeniable. A major study published in the Journal of the National Cancer Institute found that people who regularly ate cruciferous vegetables like broccoli had up to a 32% lower risk of lung and colorectal cancers. Another study linked broccoli consumption to improved blood sugar control in people with type 2 diabetes. This means that just adding this one vegetable could help protect you from 3 of the most common health threats Americans face: cancer, heart disease, and diabetes. And the best part, broccoli is simple. Steam it, roast it, or toss it in a stir-fry, it retains its benefits. Pair it with a squeeze of lemon juice or olive oil to boost absorption of fat-soluble nutrients, and you've turned a simple side dish into a disease-fighting powerhouse. But as remarkable as broccoli is, even it doesn't hold the crown for being the ultimate filler and detoxifier. The next vegetable on our list might surprise you. It's light, crunchy, and often dismissed as just salad, but it could be the very key to protecting your kidneys and keeping your weight under control. After the powerhouse punch of broccoli, it might seem almost silly to talk about lettuce. Many people think of it as just water with crunch, but that's exactly where most are wrong. Lettuce, especially varieties like romaine green leaf and red leaf, is one of the best ways to fill your plate, fuel your gut with fiber, and control your weight, all without adding excess sugar or carbs. A massive bowl of lettuce can leave you feeling full, yet it barely makes a dent in your calorie intake. That's not filler, that's smart nutrition. I think of Janet, a 72-year-old retiree, who came to me frustrated because she felt hungry all the time while trying to lose weight. We made one simple swap. Every dinner started with a huge lettuce-based salad topped with cucumbers, a drizzle of olive oil, and lean protein. Within weeks, she noticed she wasn't overeating anymore. 3 months later, she was down 18 pounds and told me, "Dr. Ellis, I've never felt this light in decades. And I didn't starve myself, I just changed how I started my meals." Science supports this. Lettuce is loaded with vitamin A, vitamin K, and folate nutrients that support bone strength, blood clotting, and cell repair. Its high water content aids hydration, while its fiber feeds the healthy bacteria in your gut. And here's the trick most people overlook. When you wrap your burgers or sandwiches in lettuce instead of bread, you cut down on hundreds of unnecessary calories without sacrificing satisfaction. That simple shift can make the difference between weight gain and weight control. So don't underestimate lettuce. It's more than decoration. It's a quiet guardian of your metabolism and digestion. But knowing lettuce is powerful is still not enough, because the final food on this list isn't just another vegetable. It's often called nature's most perfect creation, and what it does for your heart, kidneys, and even your longevity will absolutely shock you. And now we arrive at the crown jewel of this entire list: avocado. Unlike the other vegetables we've covered, avocado stands apart as a unique, creamy, nutrient-packed superfood that truly earns the title of nature's most perfect creation. With only about 2 grams of net carbs per 100 grams but nearly 500 milligrams of potassium, avocado doesn't just feed your body, it balances it. That potassium content rivals and even surpasses bananas, making avocado a silent protector of your heart, kidneys, and blood pressure. I'll never forget George, a 70-year-old retired postal worker who struggled with constant leg cramps at night. He was already drinking plenty of water, but nothing worked. I suggested he add half an avocado to his breakfast omelet each morning. Within 2 weeks, the cramps vanished. He laughed when he told me, "Dr. Ellis, I used to dread bedtime. Now I sleep like a baby thanks to this green miracle." His story captures the essence of avocado. It doesn't just nourish, it transforms quality of life. The science is overwhelming. Studies published in the Journal of the American Heart Association show that eating 1 avocado a day can lower LDL cholesterol and improve overall cardiovascular health. Avocados are also loaded with healthy monounsaturated fats, which reduce inflammation, support hormone balance, and even improve nutrient absorption from other foods. Pair avocado with tomatoes or leafy greens, and your body absorbs more of the antioxidants like lycopene and lutein. It's synergy on your plate. Best of all, avocados are incredibly versatile. Slice them over salads, blend them into smoothies, mash them into guacamole, or simply scoop them with a spoon. Every bite delivers fiber, healthy fats, and protective compounds your body craves. But here's the bigger truth: eating one superfood alone won't save your health. It's the combination of all these vegetables working together that creates lasting protection for your heart, your kidneys, and your longevity. And that's why the conclusion of this journey is just as important as the foods themselves, because how you bring them into your daily life may determine whether you simply survive or truly thrive. So now you've seen the 10 vegetables that can truly transform your health, not with pills, not with gimmicks, but with simple choices you can make every single day. Remember, you don't have to change everything overnight. Start small. Add 1 new vegetable this week, build it into your meals, and watch how your body thanks you with more energy, better digestion, and stronger resilience. And because kidney health is so vital, quietly working in the background every day of your life, these foods are more than just healthy. They are protection, they are prevention, they are your insurance against the silent damage that too many people only discover when it's too late. That's why I want you to do 2 things right now. First, save this video so you can come back to it whenever you need a reminder of what to put on your plate. And second, subscribe to this channel and hit the notification bell, because every week I'll be sharing the latest medical insights and practical tools you can use to protect your kidneys and your overall health. You are not alone in this journey. I care about your health, and I want you to know that small, consistent choices can create powerful, lasting change. So take this knowledge, apply it, and share it with someone you love, because the gift of health is the most precious gift of all. Remember, aging doesn't have to mean decline. With the right foods, the right mindset, and the right guidance, you can protect your kidneys, strengthen your body, and enjoy more vibrant years ahead. Stay hopeful, stay consistent, and know that your best health is still possible starting today.